Hey guys, I hope you're well and we're back with another Entitled Parents, of course. If you are new here, please consider hitting that like, that subscribe button, maybe the notification bell, and joining us on Discord. Let's get started. Yes, take my $600 gaming phone in exchange for $20 and a bag of chips. So for my birthday, my parents helped me pay for part of my phone as my present, and I had to pay the rest myself. That was like another $250 from me, so the phone was very important to me. It was the Razr phone. So I'm at school waiting for my bus, and this kid with a Razr hoodie and Razr backpack looks like your typical edgy gamer white boy. He starts watching me play. I didn't think much of it. My bus arrived a few minutes later and I got on. The next day, the same kid comes up to me, but with his mum, and he again starts watching me play. He then starts asking questions about my phone, like the specs and the price, to which I gladly gave him the answers. So then he turns to his mum, trying to convince her to buy him one, and I already know where this is going based on this sub. His mum, EM, and the kid, PK, for poor kid for reference. Hey, my son was asking about your phone and he wants to have it for a week just to test it out. PK was just hanging back, shaking his head. No. It's my phone and it's worth a lot and it's very important to me. Well, it doesn't look like that. It looks like a brick, so it's probably not a lot of money. Well, is $600 a lot? Yeah, but your phone isn't. Don't try and fool me. Search up Razr phone and you'll see the price and that my phone is the one shown. Yeah, on Amazon, it's $10. I take a look. It's the case for it. Don't try and fool me, that's the case for it. Here, I'll give you this much for it. She hands over 20 and a bag of chips. Woo, free money. Joking, actually, I'm like, what's this for? Now I gave you $5, you're going to give me your phone. How does that make sense? No. Stop being an entitled brat and give it to me. Your parents can give you a new one. No, I paid for this and I'll keep it. The EM snatches the phone out of my hand and puts it in her purse. My bus now comes up and the driver asks what's the argument about. This kid stole my phone and I took it back forcefully. That's not true, I can prove it. Okay then, do it. Wait, I'll prove it's mine. The EM then tries to do the password but fails every time. Here, I'll do it. So I do the passcode. He hacked my phone! Well then why does my fingerprint work? I board the bus and never see her again, after getting my phone back though. It's a bit of an edgy story, isn't it? But it's absolutely nuts. It's again one of these parents that think they can just take things off a child and hands over $20 and a bag of chips. The fuck? You're a faggot. Now pay me for not calling the police. Okay, here's some backstory. I was 16 at the time, maybe 3 to 4 years ago. I'm bisexual and I was in the park with my boyfriend. I'm a guy. And we're sitting on the bench, holding hands. Entitled mother, nice daughter, best boyfriend, and me. So just so you all know, I suffered from severe depression. It's gotten better, and I have anxiety. My boyfriend helped me a lot with that. But back then, I was still deep in. My boyfriend left to go to the bathroom, so I waited on the bench, my head kinda down when EM walks over. Do you need help? No, why? I saw you holding hands with that boy. Is he forcing you to do this? Baffled at this point. What? No, he's my boyfriend. She starts screaming at this point, at which I break down sobbing because of an anxiety attack. What? You're a faggot. Disgusting. I can't believe I offered to help you. I hope you burn in hell. Then he comes back. My God, I love this man. What the fuck is going on? You're this faggot's boyfriend. Yes, I am, and don't you dare call him or me faggots. Now why are you screaming at him? Now this EM goes fucking ballistic, yelling homophobic stuff and rape. Important later. Now stuff gets serious. My boyfriend straight up slaps a woman, hard. She doesn't fall, but she shuts up instantly. Then after a moment, help! Someone please help! While fake sobbing, now her daughter comes. What's happening? Honey, help me please, they tried to rape and attack me. The ND sees me sobbing on a bench. My angry as fuck boyfriend tries to calm me down and looks at the EM. Apparently this is nothing new, based on what follows. Mother, are you sure this is what happened? It's not like last time. Yes, please help! A cop comes out of nowhere. Apparently an onlooker called the police after the EM screamed rape. The cop with a gun pointed out at me and my boyfriend. Get down on the ground, you're under arrest. Please wait, we didn't do anything. Now! After both of us were in cuffs, he asked the EM what happened, and of course she gave her story, which the cop believes because of the bruising forming on her cheeks. However, her story included me having a gun. Big mistake. Where is the gun then? EM goes pale white, pale as day. So the officer lets us out of our cuffs, already calling bullshit, and says, let's go review CCTV then. After we do, the cop clearly sees that EM is in the wrong. Since she didn't do anything illegal, she wasn't arrested. He gives my boyfriend a warning for slapping her and leaves. What the EM said next made our jaws drop, even her daughter. It wasn't me who called the police, so give me all the money you have on you. Faggots like you don't need it. Mother, that's enough! We're going home. After apologising for her mum, she drags her mum away and we don't see them again. The onlooker who called the police also apologised, saying that he thought we were trying to rape EM. In the end, we went to my boyfriend's house and we ended up making out for like 30 minutes. My mum uses it as a joke now. Every time I don't do something she tells me to, she says, if you don't, I'll call EM. Moral, don't be homophobic, damn it. Edit, forgot to mention, this isn't word for word. As I said, it was 3 to 4 years ago, and I was sobbing almost the whole time. This is the story my boyfriend told me later. Oh my god. People that just say like they're gonna burn in hell because they're gay. Fuck's sake. What is wrong with these people? Then to claim rape and claim the person has a gun, knowing full well they don't and thinking she's gonna get away with it. I'm surprised she didn't break a law by lying that they had a gun when they actually didn't, you know, it's fucked up. EM asked for a $1,200 puppy for free. The story behind this is that my family were looking for a new dog. We want a puppy that will grow to be a large dog from a trusted breeder, so we're willing to pay quite a lot. Since my sister is allergic to the fur, we're going to have to get a poodle crossbreed. We ended up choosing golden doodles. We went to see the puppies and there were lots of colour variants in the puppies, which is rare for golden doodles. We chose this one that was mainly black but had a little white stripe on her chin and stomach. We reserved this dog until the 8 weeks, the legal time that you can separate a puppy from its mother, aka buying it. After a few days since we reserved our new puppy, that we paid for it in its full amount, I get a text from EM. At the beginning she was asking if she could trade the puppy we just bought for $1,200 for a fully grown Labrador that she had at the moment. I was a bit worried how she even got my number, so I asked her and she said she was looking at all the puppies and wanted my one, the one that was reserved. She asked for it but the breeders said that the puppy was reserved, so they gave her my number to ask for the puppy. When she replied, I just politely said, okay, sorry but we want to keep this puppy as we already bought it and we really like her. She replied with, well, it's my son's favourite. I'm sorry but it's also our favourite and we bought it first. I'm sure that there are other puppies around for sale. EM sends me 10 photos of their Labrador. EM also sends a video of maybe an 8 or 7 year old son begging for it. I should not have responded to her, but I felt like I couldn't just leave her on her third offer, so I responded saying, sorry, we really want to keep this puppy. Yeah, but it's my son's favourite. After being left on red, you're such a bitch, this is my son's favourite. You don't even deserve my Labrador for it, and you should just give it over for free. After being left on red again. Wow, you really don't care about children, do you? This is my son's favourite. My son is a child, and you're an adult. What do you have against children, you pig? I can't believe an adult would do this to a child. What's wrong with you, bitch? After this, I contacted the breeders to tell them the story, and the worrying factor that they were willing to trade their own dog for my puppy. They said that they would deal with it, and I've never heard anything back since. At the end of this, I don't really know what she wanted. She could have just been doing it to get a free $1,200 puppy, and dragged his son into it to try and make me feel sorry, or if her son genuinely wanted it. I don't know why I included this, but here's a photo of the puppy. The worst part of this is actually like sending a video of your child begging for it as well. I always feel sorry for the poor kids in this, you know, because they're just being forced to do this and they're having to grow up with these shitty ass parents and deal with them all the time. God, it must be like they're taking care of them. They're like the child in this relationship in the end, aren't they? Oh, you're busy? Well, my daughter is Catholic and more important than your schedule. Background information. So I live in the Midwest, Wisconsin to be exact, and recently we've been hit by a polar vortex and have gotten tons of snow, like 13 inches in a few hours. And every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, I have ski race practice at a local mountain, which is about 40 minutes on a clear day, meaning it would take longer considering the storm. Entitled Mum, ET, Entitled Kid, EK, me obviously, and my mum will just be Mum. So I walk out of my house around 6:45 AM, and we're supposed to leave at 7 AM, but I had to brush off the car and shovel the sidewalk quickly before we left. I finished shoveling the sidewalk when I began to brush and scrape off the car. I get halfway through when this lady and her child, around 6 or 7, walk up the driveway to me. The conversation went like this, me scraping the ice off, while EM and EK walk towards me. "Good morning there." "Oh, hello." Confused on why she is even around at this time. "Mind me asking what you're doing?" "Scraping off the snow and ice. The storm definitely hit hard." I dropped my scraper and grabbed my skis and poles that were propped up on the garage door and propped them up on the car. "Yeah, it definitely did. My daughter has a mass this morning and I haven't even scraped the car off yet." With that classic begging tone. Me catching what she wants. "That's unfortunate. I'd get started on that if I were you. It's practically all ice and it will take a while." "Well, I was wondering if you could do it for me, considering we have to get to mass and you seem quite capable of doing it." "No, sorry, we're in quite a rush to get to the mountain." EM obviously growing tense as being told no. "Well, we're Catholics," like that mattered, "and we have to get to mass before 7:15 and my car is covered in snow and you already have the scraper, so I can't see why you can't do it for us." EK was most likely growing restless by the cold weather and starts reaching for my poles, eventually pushing it over, which caused a domino effect, knocking everything over, which wouldn't normally be an issue if they weren't my expensive race skis. "Hey, could you please not touch my stuff? It's really expensive and I don't want you to be responsible for any damages." EM completely ignoring what just happened. "Could you please wipe our car off? We're in a big hurry for Catholic Mass." "No, sorry, I told you before, but if you'd like, I'd be willing to leave it behind for you as long as you put it on our doorstep." "No, you're well capable of doing it for us. Now please hurry, we're going to be late." I eventually started ignoring her complaints and loaded my skis into the car. I even left the scraper behind, just in case she changed her mind. I left and drove down the road while she yelled something inaudible at me. Oh my god. There isn't really much you can say about that one, is there? I hope you enjoyed this episode of Entitled Parents. It's always a pleasure to have you guys listening, and thank you so much for the support you give to this channel. It really means the world. Thank you very much, guys. Take care now. Goodbye.